Welcome to podcast recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many resources available for our online audience on our website at csoportland.org. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcast, you can donate online at csoportland.org. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living. For more information, visit csoportland.org.
Thanks to Friends Band. We love them. Welcome to Portland Center for Spiritual Living. We're going to sing our opening song. If you're willing and able to stand up, that'd be great. It's on the yellow sheet in your program, and the song is God is My Source.
Source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Repeat that.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Repeat that.
Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Good morning. Welcome to Portland Center for Spiritual Living. I'm so glad the rain stopped and the sun is out. But of course, we need it all, right? To make all that beauty, we need the rain, we need the sun, we need the earth. We need something else. Air! We need air! Didn't I just give a talk about that recently, about the 4 elements of life? Okay. Anyways, thank you for being here. My name is Reverend Bridget McCann. I'm the Senior Minister and Spiritual Director here at the Center. And we're... Well, thank you, Reverend Barb. We are a center for spiritual living. And what that means is we're about teaching those spiritual principles and practices that we can take into our lives and use to make them even better. And we can use them to make our world a better place also, which is our vision, a world that works for all. And by all, we mean all. We're well aware what that word means, which means everyone is welcome here. And thank you for being with us. So now I'm just going to turn it over to our licensed practitioner, Catherine Richer, who's going to share some announcements and then lead us in a time of prayer and silence. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you. And hello, all you beautiful people. Hello. And our virtual spiritual community, glad to see you as well. We presence you with us today and all the time. Yes, I'm Catherine, and I'm a licensed practitioner here. My pronouns are she and her. And it's an honor for me to be here today. A special welcome to anyone who might be here for the first time in person or in our virtual community space. We have welcome packets by the entry door. For newcomers, they look like this. And the same packet information is available for the global community on our website at csoportland.org. Both contain information about who we are, what we stand for, and how we might serve you. On our website, you can sign up for informational weekly emails because there's a lot happening here. Register for classes and receive a free gift for your birthday, which is a free practitioner session. So I encourage you to open up your present. And just a quick reminder now to please silence your cell phones or other devices, wrists, ears, whatever. No, leave your ears open. But everything else so we can be fully present today. I'm going to be brief with announcements because we have some special things happening today, and everything is available in the pamphlets as well as on the website. Membership class today from 12:30 to 2 o'clock upstairs. Head up there. You do not have to pre-register. Show up. So today's Sunday. On Tuesday, guess what Tuesday is? Autumn equinox, yes. And we have a very beautiful service lined up for you. Myself, Sean A.B. Larkin, and LaRhonda Steele providing music. So please join us for this lovely, lovely ritual where we'll be celebrating the balance of the light and the dark without and within. It's also available on Zoom on the website. Wednesday night meditation is hosted by practitioner Sylvia Miller, and it's called The Eagle and the Chicken. Intrigued? You can join online. It's all online, Zoom, 7 o'clock Pacific time. We live in an abundant universe, yes? Yes? Okay. Well, save the date of October 5th because Reverend Bridget is launching an opportunity for us to build prosperity consciousness together for our community and for ourselves as individuals. So you're going to hear a lot more about that on October 5th. You can look on the website for more information, which will continue to come out. So we're looking forward to acknowledging that we live in that abundance universe and we're going to practice it. We have 2 classes this autumn that our stellar education team is providing. We have Advanced Consciousness Studies and Journey of the Soul. You can see all the information in your pamphlet again on website as well as register. So see the website for more details. Today, licensed practitioners Kay Cushing and Sandy Labald are serving on High Watch, which means that they are holding a sacred container of consciousness in the sanctuary and for our spiritual community participating virtually. I'm excited to say that our special music features the soulful, award-winning, national, international, and local performing and recording artist and beloved community member, LaRhonda Steele. Oh boy. And our wonderful Friends Band, which will reappear at the right time. and our community singers. The title of today's message is Recovery, a Return to Wholeness, and it's by Reverend Bridget McCann, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader. Woohoo! Beautiful flowers are courtesy of Marcia Hudson. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you. And now I invite you to sit back and just let everything go, because we're here together, we're in a safe space, and because I know that somewhere between this beautiful spiritual community, the music, the meditation, and the message is exactly what your heart came to receive.
Let's all relax and get ready for our quiet meditation time. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
So, with a heart brimming with gratitude, the feeling of gratitude to know that there is one, and only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence. It is all that there is. It is the infinite wisdom that spins the planets into their order, the perfect pattern of all of life. It is the power that bursts the suns open, creating new galaxies. It is the presence that is never an absence, for it is the life force itself. And this is infinite because it is indestructible. It simply changes form. It pulses through our very veins at this very moment right now. I know that this expresses itself through every aspect of creation, all that is seen and unseen. From the flowers and the trees, the birds, the sky, all the way out to the furthest reaches of the furthest galaxies and everything in between. Everything is embodiment of that one thing. And I know this means me. I know that I am an embodiment of this one. And as this is the truth of me, it is the truth of everyone hearing these words, sensing the feeling. Everyone is a beautiful star wrapped in skin, magnificent in their uniqueness. For we are unique, and we are whole. We are perfect, we are beautiful, we are beloved, and we are here by divine appointment. We are anointed and appointed to do this one thing that is our life calling, to be ourselves, to know and express ourselves intimately. For this is a spiritual universe, and we claim and affirm that wholeness that we are intrinsically simply by being alive right here and right now. So I call forth that awareness of our spiritual wholeness, that everything is interconnected and interwoven. Everything. And in this is a peace of mind that passes human understanding by simply living it and breathing it each moment. And I'm so grateful to know that as we do this, our lives unfold in more ways than we had imagined, of good and greater and abundance and peace than we had even imagined. And I simply let this be. I allow this prayer to be. We welcome it by saying together, and so it is. And in the moments of silence that follow, I invite you to sense and feel into the place within your being where you are already whole.
Welcome back. I'm tired of the guilt that brings me pain. Now is the time for me to let go of the shame, the past behind me. I see anew. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. I forgive me everything that I've been holding on to. I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. Yes, I am. I'm ready for my change. I forgive them. I forgive them. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. Yes, I surrender. I'm ready for my change. Yes, I am. I'm ready for my change. And oh, I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I'm I'm ready for my change. Yes, I am. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. Yes.
She's done. She's forgiven him. Before I get started, I want to thank our guest artist today, our guest musician Miyuki on bass. Thank you for being with us. With September, we're deep into September. September is National Recovery Month. National Recovery Month has several objectives, but there's two in particular that really inspired me to speak to this today. One being that we want to diminish or just plain old get rid of the stigma attached to being in recovery or being in this disease of addiction or mental health challenges or whatever it might be. So by speaking about it and admitting it, we can reduce the stigma. The second kind of inspiration is that this is a time when we celebrate everyone who's in recovery of any sort, whether it be from alcohol or drugs or codependency or trauma, separation, whatever it is. It's a time to celebrate the fact that these people, whether they've been in recovery, whether you've been in recovery 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, 1 year, 1 month, 5 years, 20 years, know that we celebrate you, your strength, your resiliency, and your courage to do the hard work of recovery. Because, man, it takes some deep soul searching. And what we're going to do today is take a look at one of the most common kind of recovery programs, and that's 12-step programs, and what we can all learn from them. Because regardless of what kind of recovery you're in, for most people, it's a spiritual journey. It's a deeply spiritual journey. So there are messages in there for all of us that we can all use. Now, the most common, or I should say the most familiar 12-step recovery program that we've heard of is Alcoholics Anonymous. And it has 12 steps, right? And it's blossomed into many different 12-step recovery programs. But if you look back at that original one, Alcoholics Anonymous, and its founders, Dr. Bob and Bill W., you'll find that they were greatly influenced by New Thought. Now, New Thought, for those of you who don't know, is our kind of umbrella concept. It contains or holds not only our faith tradition of science of mind, but our sister faiths such as Unity and Divine Science. And the founders of AA, Dr. Bob and Bill W., were followers, or I should say, attended frequently the lectures of Emmett Fox, one of our early New Thought leaders. And there was one lecture in particular by Emmett Fox that influenced these founders of AA, and that was his Sermon on the Mount. And in that sermon, there are a lot of concepts that you see not only in the 12 steps, but also in our teaching. They include the truth that God is the only power going on in the universe. And the corollary to that is that evil is not a power in and of itself. Evil is a false belief about God and the world. He also spoke about how our resentments end up trapping us, which is why he also spoke about how important love and forgiveness are in transforming our lives. Another concept he spoke about that we've probably all heard about related to AA or any 12-step recovery, one day at a time. There's a lot of wisdom in living our lives one day at a time. And Emmett Fox shared how our lives correspond to our thoughts. So if you've been in New Thought, Science of Mind, and or recovery, you'll see there's a lot of similarities here. So what I want to do next is look at some of the 12 steps, whether you're in recovery or not, because there's so much spiritual wisdom in there, and see how they correspond to what we teach, and the wisdom in them, and the usefulness of them. Step 1. And actually, let me say I'll admit, I did not know the 12 steps until I started researching this talk. But the reason I decided to share many of them is because for those of us who are not in recovery program, we might want to look these up and spend a little time with them. Step 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. And I share this one not for so much for what it says, but because of what it doesn't say. It does not say we are powerless, period. We do have power. Step 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. You know, around here, we often say there is a power for good in the universe that is greater than you are, and you can use it. This is the higher power. This is the power of wisdom and intelligence. And we receive that priceless gift of serenity when we trade in our limited human thinking for the higher wisdom of the one power. Step 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood it. That's a short statement, but man, there's a lot in there. Starting with decision, that implies we have options. We are always at choice with what to do with our lives. Turn over our will and our lives. Oh, this is surrender. Surrender as in ceasing to resist the gifts of that power. To the care of God, reminding us that God does indeed care for us no matter how many mistakes we've made. And another huge aspect here, God as we understood it. This is a concept of God that is not dogmatic. This is a concept of God that allows every person to explore, to be open, to find that sense of God that works for them. Step 5, admit it to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Not sins, not brokenness, but wrongs. Wrongs can be corrected. Step 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. And step 7, humbly ask God to remove our shortcomings. These two steps together are about using the higher power that is within us to clean up our consciousness, to remove those blocks those barriers, those false beliefs that we might have that are limiting our life. Step 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. This is the spiritual law of responsibility. Not blame, responsibility. Because responsibility allows us to do forgiveness work for ourselves and others and to make corrective actions. Step 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood it, praying only for knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. This is another step with a lot in there when you look at it carefully. Sought, as in actively seeking the presence of God. Prayer and meditation, reminding us of the importance of daily spiritual practice. Conscious contact. Think about what that means. Conscious contact. Having an experience, an awareness of the divine presence, which is necessary for peace and wisdom and strength. Only for knowledge of God's will, again, the idea of surrender and the power to carry it out. This is right action. We say around here a lot when we pray, treat and move your feet. Treat is what spiritual mind treatment refers to our form of affirmative prayer. So yes, pray. And then when you've received guidance, move your feet. Take right action. And the last step, having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Spiritual awakening, awakening to who we really are, whole, beloved of the divine, always. Carry this message to others. This is sacred service. And practice these principles. Our work is never done. Whether we are in recovery or not, we commit every day to practicing the spiritual practice. I'm repeating myself. Practicing this prayer, this meditation, these principles. Now, I share a story that our founder, Ernest Holmes, wrote about many years ago that illustrates the effectiveness of these principles. Now, I'm pretty sure at the time that Ernest Holmes had this experience and he wrote about it, he was probably not aware of, or at least was not participating in any sort of 12-step recovery program. But the story illustrates that these are universal principles that hold true regardless. Ernest was staying at a hotel in San Francisco with his friend, Mr. Armour. He receives a call from a man in another room in the same hotel asking if he would come to his room. So Ernest and Mr. Armour go there, and they find this man who admits several things to Ernest. He admits that in that moment he is drunk. He admits that he has a pretty serious drinking problem. And he admits that whenever he goes on a binge, he isolates from his wife and children in a hotel room because he doesn't want them to see him in that condition. But he asks for help. He says to Ernest, "I really believe in your stuff," referring to the teaching of Science of Mind. Your stuff. You could call it that from now on if you like, and we'll all know what you're talking about. "I really believe in your stuff, and I think I have some understanding of it. Surely there is some power that can help me." So Ernest asked the man, "Would you really like to give up this stuff for good?" That's a different stuff. "Yes, that is the one prayer of my life, he says. So at this point, Ernest and his friend Mr. Armour return to their room, and they start to pray for the man. And they're praying out loud with each other, and they're taking turns declaring the truth about this man. This man is pure spirit. This man is peace. He is fearless. He approaches life with expectancy. He approaches life with peace and joy and freedom, with a sense of self-adequacy. The spirit in him is radiant. They keep praying out loud with each other until hours later, they have this deep knowing that what they've been declaring about this man is true in that moment. The next morning, the phone rings. It is the man asking them to come once again to his room. And there they find the man calm, at peace, and sober. That man never drank again. Now, Ernest doesn't share with us if the man was in therapy or in a 12-step program. But look at the elements of that story. The man admitted he was powerless. He admitted he had a problem. He believed in a higher power, and he asked for help. And his community, meaning Ernest and Mr. Armour, used that higher power. They used the power of the one mind. They used the power of the one spirit. They used the power of declaring truth and wholeness for this man. And it worked. This concept of wholeness is something that I learned early on when I started studying science of mind, and I knew it intellectually, but it would take several years for me to come to a full understanding. It happened when I was participating in a nipi, or a sweat lodge ceremony, with some Lakota friends of mine. Now, if you're not aware, sweat lodge is not about physical endurance. It's all about prayer. And in this state, and in this completely 100% dark, can't see my hand in front of my face darkness, I saw this bright white orb. Just an energy orb. Radiant, bright white light. No distinguishing features. But I knew instantly it was my mother, who had passed away some years before. And she came back from the other side to give me one message. She said, I was never broken. This is perhaps one of the greatest gifts I've ever received. Because my entire life up to that moment, I had thought of my mother as broken because of the years of emotional and physical abuse she experienced. But I finally knew in my heart in that moment that we are never broken. That our spirit, that spirit within us, is always whole. It cannot be broken by anything we might do or by anything other people might do to us. Our spirit cannot be broken. I finally got it, thanks to Mom. And I share that because there is hope in that. When we know that our spirit is never broken, there's hope in that because it means we can always return to that wholeness. We don't have to wait till we've crossed to the other side. We can do that now in this life. and in this plane. And so many people have done it and are doing it. Now, this wholeness, as I said, can't be broken. It can't be destroyed. It can be obscured, and it can be rejected. It can be denied through feelings of unworthiness and shame and guilt and resentment and all those types of things. But we're never broken. There's always hope. There's hope because none of us is ever a lost cause. There's hope because no matter how broken we feel, that wholeness is there and we can return to it. Now there's two, what I call key aspects to this path of recovery that I want to stress a little more. They've been alluded to, but I think they're worth going a little deeper with. And that concept of one day at a time. The reason that's important is no matter what we're recovering from, if we look deep into the future, we might lose hope. If we say, for instance, no matter how long I live, I will never again take a drink. No matter how long I live, I will never again use drugs. No matter how long I live, I will never give in to the patterns of codependency. This can seem impossible. I mean, I don't know about you, but I plan on living a lot more years, and that can seem impossible and daunting and fill us with fear and anxiety. But if we're present today, today is just one day. I can do this. I can succeed in one day. And if one day seems too long for you, I heard from a friend when he was in early recovery, he said that one day, 24 hours is a long time. He said, and sometimes even 1 hour at a time seems a bit long. He would have to go to one moment at a time. And this moment, I do not, whatever it is, fill in the blank. In this moment, I pray. In this moment, I am strong. In this moment, I know I am whole. And the second key thing I want to stress is that addiction happens in isolation. Recovery happens in community. People who are experiencing the disease of addiction, because of shame and guilt, they want to isolate, much like that man in that hotel room in San Francisco. But in community, we have safe space to share our feelings perhaps we've suppressed for many years. In community, we can admit, this is really hard and I need help. In community, we have people on the same path who understand us. And in community, we can celebrate 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. And it builds our strength. We as humans are hardwired for connection. The more we have connection, the more we tend to be healthy. The more we don't have connection, the less healthy we tend to be. We need community. So whatever you're recovering from, take hope. Take hope in knowing that you are never broken. Take hope in knowing that there's a power in the universe greater than the problem, and you can use it. You can use it to return to wholeness. And take hope in knowing that in this community, we celebrate you and we welcome you. Thank you. And thank you, Mom. She still talks to me. Today, September 21st, is United Nations Day of Peace. Yeah. That was Kathy Ballard. In case you didn't hear it online, Kathy gave a woohoo. So we're going to spend a few moments as a community practicing peace. And at this point, I'm going to invite Catherine back up here. She's going to help us in this. Our spiritual leader at the big level of Centers for Spiritual Living, our worldwide organization, our spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith, a few days ago released a statement entitled Sacred Oneness, a Call to Heal Divisions. So in the spirit of peace, Catherine and I are going to share this with you. Dr. Sonny writes, "Science of mind teaches that all life is one. A divine unity binds together every person, every event, every moment. In this understanding, separation is illusion. Our thoughts, words, and deeds are powerful, and what happens to one is part of what happens to all. Each life is sacred, and each act of violence wounds the whole."
Today, as we witness an alarming rise in gun violence in the United States, we see this oneness deeply violated. As of September 11th, 2025, there have been 301 mass shootings in the United States. In 2024, there were 503. It is difficult to understand this amount of violence. In Minnesota this year, 2 state legislators were assassinated in their homes. Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark were killed, and Senator John Huffman and his wife were wounded, targets of political violence that punctures the idea of safety in public service.
Also in Minnesota, on August 27th, 2025, 2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were victims of a school shooting at Annunciation Catholic Church and School in Minneapolis when a gunman opened fire during the morning mass.
And now, in another shocking act of political violence, Charlie Kirk, conservative activist, was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University. On the same day in Evergreen, Colorado, a student shot 2 students, then himself. The 2 wounded students were hospitalized, one in critical condition.
We are living in a moment where isolated incidents no longer feel isolated. The oneness of life means that when politicians or public figures are shot or children are victims during a school mass, all of us are touched. All of us suffer in some way. Such events shake our sense of community and our spiritual peace.
From the teachings of Science of Mind, we are being called to more than grief or outrage. We are being called to raise our thoughts, to hold an inner vision of peace, justice, and compassion. We are being invited to act from the realization that we are all in this together, that no one is free until we are all free. We are called to speak truth with kindness, to support measures that promote safety and dignity, to heal the divisions that let violence in. We must continue the struggle for justice, equity, inclusion, and belonging if we truly envision a world that works for all.
As Ernest Holmes said in a radio address on August 6, 1950, "But faith without works is dead. We should not only pray, we should act, each contributing the best they have to the common purpose, each willing to make any sacrifice necessary, not a sacrifice reluctantly made as one who offers all that they have to give for 2 great purposes. One, in a certain sense, a selfish one, for we all desire self-preservation, but the other in the greater sense that there can be no individual self-preservation without the preservation of all.
Let us come together now across differences of party, belief, and religion, and pray for the United States and for all places in the world where political, cultural, or religious strife is impacting lives. Pray for the children and for the wounded students, for the families torn apart.
Pray for our politicians and leaders that they may find courage, wisdom, and compassion, that they may put down weapons of division and instead collaborate for the good of the United States.
Pray we may be moved by love. Pray we remember our oneness in every act, every word. Pray that peace increases and violence is diminished. Pray we are rising now to the moment, united, compassionate, and whole.
So we are going to pray now together as a community for peace. And first, I light our peace candle, which is also a vigil. To honor all those affected by violence. There'll be a point in the middle of the prayer where I invite you to participate. It'll be clear what I'm asking of you. There's only one thing going on in the universe. It is that one power and presence, that one love that chose to express itself in, through, and as its creation. This one love is immanent in all creation, and it is transcendent. It is more than its creation. This one love called forth every single human being that ever has been, is now, or ever will be, because it has need of us to express itself into the world. That means that every single human being is a beloved child of the divine. That every human being is deserving of respect, of honor, of being seen, of being heard. This one peace, this one love is right there. It is closer to us than our breath. It is the very fabric or DNA of our makeup. Having come from that one power and presence, we are it. And I know that each person within the sound of my voice, whether that be today or some future time, every one of us is an emissary of that peace, committed to expressing more of it into the world, committed to respecting the inherent dignity and divinity of every human being. Period. Every human being. And we commit ourselves to bridging that divide, of being courageous, of being love, of being peace. We say a word of peace for those who have been recently affected by violence. As we bring these individuals to our heart space, we include their loved ones as well. 3 students at Evergreen High School in Evergreen, Colorado. 2 students at Annunciation Catholic Church and School. Charlie Kirk, Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark. Minnesota State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette. 3 police officers in Pennsylvania. All those living in Gaza. The people of Ukraine. The people of South Sudan. And now we invite you to name any others for whom you would like prayer today, either in the silence of your own heart, or if you would like, speak out loud their names into the room as we pause for a moment.
And so gathering all of these offerings of love through these prayers, through our intention, through this united state of consciousness, I am so grateful to know the truth that has been spoken, the truth that is always true, the truth that there is a love always at the heart of everything, that there is peace always at the center of everything, unmovable, unshakable. And as we stand in this love and this peace, in gratitude, I release these words, the feelings, into the action and the activity of the divine law, which is that law of unconditional love, that cosmic womb of infinite potential that always, always says yes, my beloved, and you are my beloved. It is indeed already done in the heart, mind of the divine. We allow this to be, we let it be. And together we say, so it is.
Thank you, Catherine. And thank you. If you would like to engage more with CSL's Peace Ministry, there are a couple options. You can go to our website, cslportland.org, and right there at the top of our homepage is a video by Kathy Ballard, our board president. She did a podcast for the New Thought Radio Network about peace, so you can find that there. And if you would like a copy of Dr. Sunny's statement that Catherine and I read, there are copies in the back of the sanctuary on the table. And for those joining us in our virtual space, you can find Dr. Sunny's statement at csl.org. And also one more thing, for children or for the child within us, in the back we also have many coloring pages that are about peace. You can take them home, take extras, share them, color them, and if you wouldn't mind, bring them back and pin them on our bulletin board. And again, for those joining us virtually, you too can access these coloring pages and other resources related to peace at csl.org. Click on Spiritual Community, and there's a drop-down list. Click on Global Heart of Peace. And if you like, you can treat your coloring kind of like a meditation and think peace. All right. Now is time for our sacred giving. We thank you for all of your gifts. Your financial gifts enable us to be together in this space, to be inclusive of those who join us in our virtual community, and to allow this teaching to be known and spread all around the world. You know, our podcast is listened to by thousands of people all over the world. In fact, today I received yet another letter from a person who is incarcerated, sharing with us how much this podcast means to them. In a moment, our ushers will come forward. In fact, they can start heading up now if they like to pass the basket to collect your gifts. There's envelopes in the seat backs if you would like to use those. You can also give at cslportland.org and click on the Donate tab. I especially invite those who join us virtually into this sacred giving by going to our website and giving there. Thank you. All right, let us accept and bless our offering together as call and response. I bless these sacred gifts. Giving graciously with love. These gifts bless, heal, and prosper all that they touch. In giving, I'm grateful to be richly. Lavishly and abundantly blessed. And so it is. All right, wonderful musicians. I gave online. So I've trained our ushers to accept my check every week, but for some reason this month I gave online. So don't worry, I'm still tithing.
Got my background singers. Give it up to these beautiful beings who bless us every single morning, every Sunday morning with their voices. Thank you. Yes. So this is a song by Ricky Byers, and Miyuki plays it so funkily. I don't think you could stay in your seats. I don't think you should stay in your seats. I think you should come on and sing it with us. I know you know it. Yeah? All right. Let's sing it, y'all. Say, oh, 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 Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, Spirit of God is upon me. I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. The scriptures told me, yeah, that I had to be good. Now I love because I want to. I love because I am free, blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Every day.
Spirit of God is upon
Is
me.
upon me. Oh, 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 yeah.
Spirit of God is upon me.
Oh, yeah. The Spirit of God
God is upon
is
me.
upon me. Yeah. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh. I don't need any prodding. I don't need any law. I want to sing with all my heart. that God is my all in all. I let go of my burdens. Loving God has made me free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is.
Spirit of God is upon me.
Spirit of God is upon us
Spirit
all.
of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me.
Give some. Yeah. Mr. Brewer, y'all, yeah. The Spirit of God is upon me.
Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me.
I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. I thought that loving God would be hard. But loving God is wonderful, yeah. Loving God is ecstasy. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Every day.
Spirit of God is upon me.
All over me, the Spirit of God
is upon
is
me.
upon me, Spirit of God is upon me, the Spirit of God is upon me, the Spirit of God is upon me, yeah.
Spirit of God
Is upon me, yeah. The Spirit of God, the Spirit of God, yes.
If you would like prayer support for anything, some of our practitioner prayer partners will be available here. I'm a little tongue-tied today. I don't know what this is about. Will be available here in front of the platform right after the service. And for those in our virtual community space, there's a link in the chat. You can click on that. It will take you to a Zoom room, and our volunteer host will put you in a private breakout room where you too can have prayer with a licensed practitioner. You can fill out a prayer request anytime at cslportland.org. There are prayer request cards in the back of the sanctuary on the table. All prayer requests are shared with our prayer team, and we will hold you in prayer throughout the week. Now, I invite you to stand as you are able for our call and response benediction. Something really, really great is flowing through me right now. Life is great. My mind is great. My body is great. All my affairs are great. I think it. I believe it. I accept it. I am it. Just the way I am not. And just the way that I am. And so it is. I had to mix that all up.
Closing song, Blessed Always.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Our inspirational service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our podcast listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its podcast, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.